where we discuss everything about some basic technology concepts and we eventually move to advanced technology concepts. This beginner class is basically for those people who are just joining the tech field. Maybe you've gone to a high institution and what you studied is not related to ICT and you want to delve in gradually. Welcome those in the secondary education, those in the high level education, welcome. Those who just find interest and you can't find other profession, you're welcome. Okay, so without wasting time, this is my name is Samuel. Like I said, today we're going to be looking at a concept that I have captioned as basic programming language. Okay, basic programming language. Now, the reason why I'm teaching this is not because I am naive to all the advanced language, but it's because I said it's basically for A-level education or high school education or secondary education or those who are just diving into ICT. So I'm going to be rushing it within the time limit I have so that you can get one or two information. Okay, so let me just share my screen with you. We're having both practicals and hands-on. Okay, we're having practicals and hands-on both. Permit me to introduce to you the topic gradually, and then we'll move progressively. All right, so here we are. So I believe you can see my screen. You can see my screen. You can see me clearly. So we're looking at the topic, basic programming language. Okay, basic programming language. Now, let's start by explaining the concept. The word basic is actually an acronym. It doesn't literally mean beginning. It's an acronym, even if it's a beginning program, but it's an acronym in this context. Okay, it's one of the simplest programming language. Now, basic for full is an acronym for beginners all-purpose symbolic instruction code. That means the B in the basic means beginners, the A all purpose, the S symbolic, the I instruction, and then the C code. Okay, now it's a high level programming language originally designed in 1964 by John George Kemeny and Thomas Eugene Kurtz at Dartmouth College in New Hampshire, USA, to provide computer access to non-computer students, etc. Okay, you see, just as the name connotes, it's actually a programming language for beginners. Okay, most education institutions adopt it for start. Nigerian secondary school adopt it for start too. So that's why we're teaching it. Okay, now let's look at some important key things. We want to look at three things that characterizes the use of a basic programming language for start. Okay, I'm going to be summarizing it so that you can get the concept quickly and can use it within a short time. Okay, there are three things you need to know here. One, we have what we call the basic characters. The basic characters can be subdivided into three. So in basic programming language, we have what we call the basic characters. We have the alphabet from A to Z. We have numerals or digits from 0 to 9. And then we have other special characters like your addition, equal to, subtraction, your colon, your semicolon, your conditional operators and all that, as you can see here. Then the next thing, we have the basic statements. To write a basic language or to run a basic program, you must have written several basic statements. Okay, now basic statement is a line of code written in BASIC to be executed using basic keywords. So any line of code written in BASIC to be executed using a basic keyword is referred to as a basic statement. For example, you want to say, let A be equals to 5. That means you are assigning the value 5 to the variable A. That line of statement is a basic statement. Let's say you want to write a simple program to sum two numbers, okay, and give out the result. Then definitely you want two numbers assigned or imputed, let's say assigned, and then let's say A is equals to 5, let B be equals to 5, and then let C be equals to A plus B, which is going to give an output 10. Okay, so each of those line of statements, according to this, is referred to as a basic statement. So a basic statement is a line of code written in BASIC to be executed using the basic keywords. Now, the third thing you need to learn is basic keywords. What are basic keywords? Why are they called keywords? Okay, now basic keywords are designated words or inbuilt words that allow you to run a basic statement. Okay, if you want to print out the value of a statement, you need to use a keyword called print. So print is a keyword that allows you to output the value of statement assigned. If you want to assign a value for basic to understand what these values are, you have to use the assignment statement let. Okay, let is an assignment statement that helps you assign a variable, a value to a variable. Like I gave an instance. For example, let A be equals to 5. What I'm saying is that I want to assign 5, value of 5 to the variable A. Okay, what will make basic statement run this operation effectively is the keyword let. Okay, and if I want to clear the screen after writing a program, I need what we call the CLS. CLS is an inbuilt keyword that enables you clear the screen after writing series of statements. Okay, now these are keywords. Okay, if you look at the description of the term below, you'll see them. I don't want to stress more on that. So let's move to the next thing. Now, okay, let me just touch briefly what each of these statements are. That's the description of the basic keyword. For example, CLS means clear screen. After writing a program, and you want to write the second program, you have to ensure that there is a fixed program that erases the previous program and gives room for a new program to be entered. That's what it does is that if the output is shown, you'll not be seeing the value of two outputs. Okay, it can be confusing when the previous program is still running and then you're expecting a value, but you're having two values output. That's because you have not cleared the first screen. Okay, so CLS is a default program that clears the screen if you assign it. Then we have rem. This is also referred to as remark. It allows you give detailed description of the program you are running. For example, I say 10 rem, a program to sum two number and I'll put their value. Okay, now one thing about the rem is that rem is not executable. Just like in other programs, rem can be referred to as a comment. You don't execute comments. Okay, they are just there to give description of what the program is about. Then let, this is used to assign value to a variable, like I explained. Then input, if you want to write an interactive program that allows the user enter a value that can be calculated, unlike the assignment statement, input is the best keyword to use. So this prompts the user to enter a value that can be executed. Okay, then in cases where you need to assign several values to several variables, you can use the read data keywords. Okay, for example, look at read A, B, C, D. You have more than one values there, more than one variables there, and you want to assign value to them at once. So you now say data, let A be 20, let B be 30, let C be 40, let D be 50. So you use read and data in cases where you want to run multiple values at the same time, or you want to assign values to multiple variables at the same time. If it's just a single value you want to assign to a single variable, you can just use either the let or the input statement. But if you will need to assign it to multiple variables, assign value to multiple variables, then the best keyword to use is read and data. Okay, then print help you output a statement. Okay, when you're done writing your simple program, you can display your program with the keyword print. Then every program that has a beginning, just as an algorithm would say, must have an end. So an end terminates the program. Okay, are we there? Now, before you start writing your program, there are certain things you need to know. That's some basic operators that we use in BASIC. One of the operators we use in BASIC, some of the operators are one bracket, of course, the open and the close bracket. Then we have exponential. So when you have 2 raised to power 2, you don't just put 2 raised to power 2 when you are running it in BASIC. This sign helps you represent exponential in BASIC. Then in BASIC, we don't use the underline 2. Rather, for division, we use the slash. Very important. Then BASIC, we don't use the star or the X. Rather, we use the asterisk, then plus and subtraction. Okay, just follow me slowly, we'll get to that. Then we have also some built-in functions. What do you mean by built-in function? Built-in function simply means predefined function designed in the library of the QBasic app to run a statement. They are functions, okay, to run a statement. They can be called and used to run a statement. Example of these predefined statement or built-in functions are square root. So if you want to calculate the square root of 2 numbers, having assigned the 2 numbers or enter the 2 numbers, just use SQR bracket open, put the values or the variable holding those 2 values inside this bracket, and you have your work done. Then this calculates the absolute value, this calculates the log, this calculates the sign, this calculates the cos, tan, int, rand, exponential. Okay, seems as if I'm a little bit fast, but you know, we need to get this video as short as possible so that we can upload it easily. And then please, just to play with you, for this video to go round, I really plead with you that you kindly subscribe, like, and share so that it can go round. With that, we'll be able to have more resources to do more of this kind of video. I want to believe you're enjoying the class. Okay, so let's roll on. Now, let's look at some examples of how we use the built-in function. Okay, so now this statement will find the square root of 255. Simple, just say print SQR 255 and you're there. The next displays the absolute value of 2 given numbers. So we have an assignment statement here with the variable A, another assignment statement with the variable B, and C holding the value of A, C holding the sum of A and B. And then the absolute value of this variable holding the sum of A and B will give you their absolute value, just as is seen here. Let A equals to 10, let B equals to 12, let C equals to A plus B, print ABS C, and that's your answer. Okay? All together. Don't worry. We're heading progressively to the practical. Okay, so you have this print log, this number, this number, this number. So let me just give you time, you can on your own go through these examples and then master them for yourself. It's as easy as that. When we go into practical, I believe you will love everything you see there. Okay, now look at tan. So this calculates the tan of a number. This calculates the exponential of a number. This calculates the integer of a number. So let me leave it a little so that you can look at it and practice it. The video seems to be very fast, but you know, you can always rewind and rewind and rewind until you understand it. Okay, now let's move on to expressions, notation, expressing notation in QBasic. Remember that I showed you some operators and I also showed you some built-in function. Okay, so if you are giving a value You are given a value or a statement, and you're told to represent those statements using notations. Okay, how are you going to go about it? Because you need to know how to express this thing for you to even actually be able to run it. Okay, so let's see. I've shown you this before, so let me not talk much about it. Now look at this. In QBasic, you're told to write A plus B in basic notation or expression. It's expected that this small letter A should be converted to capital A and B converted to a capital B, just like that. Then remember we said in basic we don't have this kind of sign, the dot at the top and this cross for division. Rather we use a slash. So if you are told to represent any of these things in cubic, this is what you're expected to do. Now let's say look at B raised to power 5. In basic doesn't understand this statement. So you have to put a sign in between the B and the 5 to tell basic that this is B exponential 5. This is the sign. Can you see that? Okay, then also you have B plus CD. Now, mathematical notation tells you that when you see two letters joined together, it's a multiplication. So CD tells you that it is C times D. Okay, so capital letter B will now be plus capital letter C asterisk D, just as you have here. Okay, now you know what this is going to convert it now. Okay, X is equals to, this is going to be X is equals to capital letter A asterisk X capital 2, because this is A times X minus capital letter B asterisk capital letter Y plus C slash Z, because QBasic does not understand this sign. Okay, then this is going to capital letter A bracket open capital letter B minus capital letter C bracket close exponential, that sign here, 2 slash capital letter D plus 2. Same to this, same to this. Okay, take your time and go through. Okay, so I believe we are making sense. Okay, I would have given you this example to do, but it's done already, so you can just practice something on your own. Okay, now you can try any of these without looking at the notes. Try any of these without looking at the notes to help you. Okay, see if you can do it on your own. It's like just a text. Okay, all right. Now let's take that as just an example. Let's take that as an example. Okay, so look at this. I'd like you to practice this on your own. I'll see how you're going to treat these square roots when it gets to it. Convert this, write it in basic notation. Let me see how you're going to do it. Okay, so now let's launch the program and write some very serious program here. Okay, so let's see. Let's just write very simple programs. Okay. As I know this video is very short, just 40 minutes and we're done. Okay. Okay. Sorry, just give me a sec. Sorry. Okay, so I'm trying to, okay, yeah, so this is, let me launch the basic app and then let's write some programs. Okay. Sorry, waiting for it to load. Waiting for it to load. Waiting for it to load. Good. So we have this. So if you launch your QBasic app, this is what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to look like. So this guy is still loading. This guy is loading. I'm going to show you. Good. Now, if it loads, you see this environment. And then these very dialog box inside this blue display dialog box can be very stressful, especially when it's not allowing you to do anything. So all you need to do, come to this second option where you see press escape to clear this dialog box, and it's gone. Then you start writing. Now, to write a simple QBasic code, it's good to start with your remark. Okay, you write your rem, put your codes. Okay, put your codes, and then your remark is supposed to tell what the program is about. Okay, so now let's say what this program is about. You say a program to sum two numbers. Okay, so, okay, and display the output. Program sum two number and display the output. Okay, now so something I didn't do right here. Okay, so let me say 10. Okay. So every number should start from 10. I like that. So 20. Let me see CLS. I'm telling you to clear the screen so that when this program is done, another program can be written. Then third, I want to, now this program is a program to sum two numbers and display the result. So let me use an assignment statement first. That's let A be equals to the first number, 5. Okay, then 40, sorry. Let B be equals to, let's say 10. Okay, what I'm saying is that let variable A hold the value 5, let variable B hold the value 10. Okay, then 50, let's say let variable C be equals to A plus B. Then 60 print C. Now since C is the value, is a variable holding the sum of A and B, so just print C, so 70 should end it. And that's it. So if I say F5, it runs it. Okay, shift F5, it runs it. So this is the outcome. So if you want to run it, instead of just going to run, you can just say shift F5 and to run it. Let me escape it now. Another way to run it is to, on the menu bar, like you're seeing here now, just go to run and then start. It runs it. Remember that the program is a simple program to sum two numbers. Okay, a simple program to sum two numbers. Now, the first number is 5, second number assigned is C be a variable holding the sum of the two number, then print C. If you do not use print C, you will not see your value displayed. Okay, that's one way to sum two numbers. Program that allows the user enter the two number. Do it. So let's take this guy. Let me call it find sum. Okay. Good. I've saved that one. Right? So let me remove these guys again. My program is there. So now I want to write a statement that allows a user, a program that allows the user actually enter the two values to be summed. Okay. Now this video is going to be short, so in case we're not able to touch everything, I'm going to do the part 2 of the video and then we'll continue like that. So you can just follow in the sequence for you to have a better understanding. I'm going to write and giving a lot of example. It's practical. We'll write programs, number, even number, to output the first 100 numbers. We're going to be doing all that. Now, What if we want the user? Because that's what makes it a very interesting program. It's going to be interactive. Look at this. We use the keyword input. Input. Okay. So I want to say enter the first number. So I'm putting the user to enter the first statement in the quote. Okay. Get the quote from the variable that will hold it. I put a semicolon. Yeah. Then whatever the user will enter as a number, I want A to be holding it. I'm adding A. I'm separating the statement with the semicolon. Then 40. I use the secure word input. The quote, second number. Sorry. Second number. I close the quote, separate the second semicolon. The very number will be B. Then 50. C. A. So the value of A plus B, let's because to say, then I want to see the outcome of it. So I'll say print C, then end. Okay. Now, if I want to run this program, I just sprinkle. See, it's already prompting me. Enter the first number. So I want the first number to be. I press enter. Let me say 5. Enter. So the sum of the two 30. It's to write spinning. Okay. Saved. Okay. I don't want to save that. Let's save. Okay. So if I want to do that, the average of these two numbers, what I need to do is I would now say 60. Let's D be equals to C divided by 2. Remember that just two numbers, so C divided by 2. C is the variable holding the sum of A and B. Then 70, I'll say end. Okay, so if I say shift F5, it's going to say enter the first number. Let me say 30. Enter the second number. Let me see. Let me see. 6. Same pressing the key. Continue. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Oh, sorry. If you look at the error, there is that I didn't print the statement. Okay. So 70 prints it to print the sum. Say print D. Then 80 end statement. So let's see if it's going to obey us this time. C. Enter second one is 6, then enter 18. It's telling us that 30 divided by 6 will give you 18. But that's not true. It's not true. Let's exit it. What did you do? Okay. So let me see. I know it's not correct. So let's say, let me go to here. So let me put this in the brackets. Bracket A plus B bracket close divided by 2. Okay, so let's say 60 print. It's not supposed to give us 17.5. 30 divided by 6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 36. But it's giving us the wrong thing. Oh, okay, so it's actually 30 plus 5. That's 35. Okay, divided by, let's run it again and see if we're the one doesn't know math. So 55, second number 5 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Get that? So divided by 2 is 5, giving the correct thing, so it's correct. Okay, so let me save this. Save, go to 5 and save. Okay, all right. So now, because of time, we're going to stop here. When next we meet, we're going to do more examples on QBasic. Okay, I want you to watch this video over and over again, practice it, and get better. Okay, and get better. All right, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I hope it was worth it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was worth it. So please, if you enjoyed the video, kindly share, kindly like. Okay? Thank you very much. Stop sharing and stop recording. Recording.